Hello guys and welcome to Pro Indicators Discord channel. In this quick introduction video, I'll explain everything you have to know about this Discord, how it works, how you guys can profit from it, and the types of behaviors I want to see this, because of course, this, like any other community, it comes with a set of rules and a general organization, so that it isn't ended up in a big mess. So here is what we have to do in here. So you're probably looking at that video right now, looking at the same page, which means the first action you're going to have to perform is to choose in for a language. Russian is also supported on a separate channel in here. So this is to separate things more easily into this Discord. So once you have picked up a language, you will see appearing some new channels into this sidebar in here. And you won't see these channels until you get to click on one of these languages. Now that you have additional channels, we're going to have to talk about what these channels relates to, how to use them, and what's the general Discord's use cases. So before going any further, the first things you might want to do is to click on the Pro Indicators area in here and go for notification parameters, because in here, if you do not switch it down to @mentions only, then you're going to have hell a lot of notifications and you're certainly not going to want them, otherwise you're going to turn crazy. So switch this one down to @mention only and then just click terminate. Okay, that means you will stop receiving mentions unless someone is directly talking to you into this Discord. But still, what you're going to have to do next is to switch on some specific channels notification things. Specifically the ones in which I have been using some emojis, because basically these emojis channels are ones that I am the one to be able to post into, or just a few select amounts of people. So in here you're not going to receive notification 10 times a day or even more than that. So these are the specific channels in which I recommend you guys to turn on the notifications. So to do it, you right click on each channel and you go for notification parameters, and you will be able to switch off from @mentions to either all messages, okay, or all of these things. Okay, so then you will receive a notification on your cell phone if you have the local app, or just into the desktop version. Okay, do it for each and every one of the channels that have emojis, like this one in here as well, which suggests to receive all the messages. So when I have some new updated educational content, you'll receive a notification about it. Okay, so of course you're free to turn these on and off at your convenience. The other channels that have emojis are the weekly briefings, in which I provide educational content on a weekly regular basis in TradingView, in which I'll give you the general market context to follow in order to adjust your risk perspectives. Basically, do you have to be more aggressive, less aggressive? All of the professional stuff I'm trying to share with you guys to help you better managing your personal portfolios without ever interfering with whatever you guys will do on your personal portfolio. I'm not ever going to say you have to buy this or this. Okay, you're always free to make your own choices. What we do into those videos is basically framing the underlying hidden risks that the market might have, but that the ones that you might not necessarily be able to see right now. So I'm trying to bring up my experience to general knowledge so that you guys can make better contextualizations. Okay, then comes the daily briefings, which is just no more than the weekly briefing framing context, but updated on a day-to-day basis when there are some significant market moves. So in these things, I will say, okay, regarding the weekly context, what we've planned is going on as expected, or we've invalidated these contexts. All of these intermediary updates, if you're willing to get these, I release this once a day when there's something to talk about, which means it's not necessarily a one-a-day video. Some days are without videos. If there's nothing to talk about, I'm not going to release things. Okay, though these set-asides are the ones I recommend you guys to turn on the notifications, okay? And that's pretty much all about it. But that's your own choice to make. If you do not want to receive these, then turn them off. Okay, then of course comes the latest ones, all of the other channels, which means basically the ones you're going to be using the most in the first place, the ranging analysis, okay? Because all of the other analysis channels like crypto analysis, forex analysis, stock market analysis, and commodities are not going to be accessible for you in the first place. When you reach out to this Discord, there will be a color stuff that you need to understand. This is nothing more like a level of knowledge of the strategy that you have, and when you get into the Discord channel, even if you already know the strategy, you're going to have to prove it. The best way we found out to put it into motion is that when you get into the Discord, you're going to be at a white color, which is randomly which is given by default when you reach out the Discord channel. And of course, then you're going to have to prove us that you have the basic knowledge of the strategy, which is knowing a bit about the strategy, about the third range boundary patterns, and being able to handle your psychology inside ranges. So to prove that to us, you're going to have to use these ranging context analysis channel, okay? Which means you get in here and you're going to have to put yourself out of a chart with ranging examples, just basically all of what these guys have done. Okay, you take a chart, you show us that you understood the third range boundary pattern, which means it needs a trend, okay, moving average below the context, and then the market reverses and builds a third range boundary. So this one has been built as a delayed third range boundary, which is real great. You know, this guy has done a great job. Okay, delayed third range boundary, absolutely okay. Just put it at that way, okay? If I want to add some specific comments on this, these channels have a slow mode, which means you cannot talk and post more than one message each and every 5 minutes. That's to avoid spammings and all of these things, which means if you ever want to directly interact with DK, for example, you will want to create a sub channel, a thread. So you will use that link in here, which is basically anytime you mouse over this post, you will have these sub channels creation. So for example, in here I'm going to go for DK correction. Okay, just name the channel. It will be archived after 24 hours without messages. Archive doesn't mean deleted, it's always going to be accessible. So I would say create that thread, and I would say no problem, good analysis. Okay, but if I wanted to interact with that person, I would definitely be able to do it in here. The slow mode isn't going to be activated in the sub channels and threads. So if you want to directly talk with the person, do it with threads. Okay, but keep the general channel as clean as possible. What we want in here is analysis. There is a little bit of a format that is going to be required, and you're going to be able to see this one right in top of the channel. Okay, it's basically in here. If you pull up this thread, okay, respect the layout rules, or at least try to, otherwise people will say you better want to the next time. Okay, there are some words into this Discord, and we want to make it as clear and easy to use for everyone, so please play by the rules. Okay, though of course once you've published multiple range analysis and that you've made them correctly, you're going to be able to ask anyone in the Discord at least twice above your current level if they want to increase your level. Basically, if you are white, meaning randomly getting into the Discord, and you have proven your faith and your third range boundary knowledge, then in that perspective, you're good to go. You can rise up to the green level, and you're going to ask anyone with a yellow color or above to give you that rank. It's just as simple as it is. When you turn out green, that means you master the third range boundary pattern, and that you'll be able to handle third range boundaries in any ranging contexts, okay? Without too many mistakes. And then you're going to be able to post into analysis, crypto, forex, stock market, and commodities, because these channels are locked up for trending contexts, okay? So anything that is range related ends up in the third range boundary channel, okay? Anything that is trend related is separated between crypto, forex, stock market, and commodities. Of course, like we stated, everyone who just came into the Discord starts with a white collar. So first you prove the knowledge, and then you're going to be able to post advanced analysis on these other channels. Of course, there is still indicators questions, strategy questions, and random questions channels in which you can talk freely about these specific contexts. If there's anything you do not understand about the indicators, go out there, ask the questions, and users should be able to answer these. Otherwise, ping me with an @PhilRx. Like if, for example, you've just posted a question and no one gave up an answer a few days later, don't be too too violent on the timings, okay? It may take a few hours for someone to pick up your message and answer it. But if a few days passed, of course, you can ping me directly with @philrx, okay? So unanswered questions or questions that no one can find an answer to, you can ping me and I'll show up. I cannot go there instantly, of course, but I'll be there for every handle that is used. Though try to use the appropriate channels, so if there are strategy questions, get out there, and if this is random trading questions, trading related only, I'm not there to do your own portfolios management and stuff like that, okay? So really go down this road. Of course, there is an additional kind of chill out channels in which you can just talk, even though that's not really what I recommend you guys doing here. We're an analysis channel, so go ahead and post some analysis. The more you trade, the better you'll get at knowing the strategy rules and applying them. Try to make it easy for you guys, okay? The thing is that you're here to learn a strategy. This is not a general discussion channel for traders and so on. This is for traders who learn my strategy and nothing else. Not more complicated than that. If you want to learn my strategy, you're going to have to practice. In order to practice, you better want to share your charts in here for review, because there's only two options with this. Either the analysis is just okay and great, and people will just say, all right, fine, no problem, go for the next one. So you will have peers reviews, and this is great, peers reviews. That's really great. That means you're no longer trading alone, but you're still making your own decisions. No one is there to judge if this or that strategy should be better or worse. It's really that simple. No one gives a fuck about which coin you are buying or selling or for whatever reason. What we care about is why do you do it now? Which context are you trying to exploit? Where do you put your stop loss, and so on? How do you exploit the strategy's context, not which choices you make and for what reason? I don't want this channel to become yet another channel in which people endlessly talk about why they should do this rather than that. We're not there to judge. Trade at your own discretion. There, we do not want any of your track records or all of the trades you take. No one is there for this. We're here to learn a technical risk management strategies, and that's pretty much all about it, okay? We're here to learn it all together, which means the absolute advantage that this Discord brings is that peer review. And what I would like to see is that, of course, as you'll progress with the strategy knowledge, I would like you guys to send it back to the others afterwards. As you progress and you turn out to be a green level and then a yellow level, which is no more than these green guys are the ones who will be able to help you with any third range boundaries. That means they master the pattern. Those who are the yellow colors are the ones who master trend context, so they can help you with trend maturities and trend following. Those who are orange are the ones that master counter trend trades, so they can help you risk limiting against the major trending side, like divergence patterns, reversals. All of these things are things that these guys are good enough to help you with. Of course, no one here is perfect. Everyone can make mistakes. That's the reason why we are that many. So that's out of the numbers. Even if one guy makes a mistake, someone else will be there to help. And we all make mistakes. So that is what I'd like you guys to understand. Making mistakes is what everyone does to progress. And even when you have progressed enough, you're not free of mistakes. Okay? So doing this is like not building a group trading. It's not really like that. It's just that we help each other avoiding misunderstandings and general mistakes. So it's kind of having someone always looking after your shoulders, over your shoulders, and helping you reducing the probability of making a mistake, a technical mistake. Okay, no one's there to judge about you buying this coin or that coin. I don't want that in here, and whoever plays that game will rapidly pushed out the game. Okay, the final word in here, whether that is into the discussion channels or anywhere else, I want people who help each other. I want a positive bias and a positive mindset. Those who are here to criticize others or just, I don't know what the hell they're doing, they're going to be pushed away. Okay? The moderators will be there to rule that. and they will be there to enforce whoever is not respecting those good behaviors rules. This is just like a natural society stuff. What we want is respect and people helping each other. Whoever is going too far outside that line will be, first of all, of course, warned. No one's going to be banned in the first shot. There is no commercial stuff admitted in here. If you come here to sell your shit, you're going to be banned immediately. If you get violent with anyone or whatever, same thing. Of course, the basic things will be warned if enforced, but those who really lack of respect, natural societal respect, will be put out this channel immediately. Okay? That's pretty much all about it. Normally, if you play by the rules and if you're here to progress, then you'll find another community that is here to help. This is mutual benefits, of course. So trade, 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 learn, learn, learn. You've got all of the available educational content in here, and each and every channel has pinned messages about the most important things you should pay attention to. So when you get to learn, of course, I hope you already know about the trading lesson series in the YouTube channel and all of these things. You also have recently been introduced an interactive guide for pro indicator strategies, in which all of the different context rules have been summed up in kind of a folder, subfolder channel, which is interactive by the way. So real great stuff in here. Okay, and by using this is how you progress through the Discord. As you get better, ask people at least 2 steps above your current status to rise you 1 step higher. And of course, understand that these things comes with more responsibilities than powers. These things grant you no additional power, but to help others who are now less experienced than you are. You come to this Discord as a right guy and you progress, and I got them help that you will be there to help those who will come after you to progress just like you did. When you come in, you pick from others, and hopefully if you rise up again against the others, I hope that you'll be there to help them in return. That's the kind of mindset I want into this Discord, and like I said, as long as it goes out that way, we're all profiting from this, even at the highest stakes, because when you share a trend, follow, opportunity, or whatever, just don't forget about that. Sometimes you might be making some mistakes because you're going to be tired or whatever. Someone else will be there to tell you that, oh, no, you forgot about that rule. And like I said, making mistakes is part of trading. Reducing the mistakes is how you turn a trader into a profitable trader. Okay, so we only can win with this thing. So share your things, and we'll be there to help each other. Bye, guys.